Well, a water emergency is looming for Corpus Christi. How much water the city wants you to save, and when new restrictions could possibly start.
Plus, the city of Alice is extending its disaster declaration over critically low water levels. We'll show you how this could help secure the water supply. KRIS 6 Sunrise starts now.
Hey there, good Wednesday morning, folks. You're watching KRIS 6 Sunrise and waking up with the Hoffmans today. I'm Brian Hoffman.
And I'm Michelle Hoffman. Folks, it has been a wet one all week, I think. But we got to check in with meteorologist Stephen Jones to see how the forecast is shaping up today. Because I got my sandals on, I'm not going to lie.
But don't worry, she's still got her rain jacket in the car.
Okay, so prepare for all the fronts, and that's exactly what we're going to be seeing our Wednesday morning. Maybe worth having the rain jacket along, but Wednesday afternoon, looking prime to have the sandals on deck to maybe head out to the beach. We're going to have those partly cloudy skies, and we're going to be well on the warm-up. That's going to be the trend we see the rest of the week. But of course, let's get you started off with your Wednesday morning. The roadway's not too bad right now, and the radar not too bad either as we're shaping up heading out there today. Just seeing some of that scattered shower activity trying to push in towards San Patricio County and further to the north there along 77 now. Just those greens on the radar right now working over Refugio, but other than that, not seeing too much activity out there. But you could still run into some of those stray showers through the next few hours. Temperature-wise, we're almost all waking up to the 70s this morning. Actually, we are all waking up to it now. Freer up another degree now to 70 degrees on the money. Along the coast, only about 74 degrees. And as we head through the rest of our Earth Day, we're on the warm-up back into those mid-80s for some of our daytime highs, and the sunshine coming out more and more as we're heading into the afternoon. Of course, as you're getting ready to hit those roads this morning, let's go ahead and take a look at the current traffic map as you're heading out there. Plenty of my favorite color on the board so far. If you're heading on the Harbor Bridge, no issues to and from Portland this morning. For our major roadways in Corpus Christi, more of the same. Good and green flow out there on Ocean Drive, SPID, and for Saratoga. So far, haven't been tracking any of those major slowdowns as we're heading out on our Wednesday morning. So let's take a little detour inland. Good morning to neighbors in Kingsville. So far, mostly that good and green traffic flow, but just a little bit of a minor slowdown there as you're heading out on General Cavazos Boulevard. But other than that, really not too bad. Just want to be wary if you do run into any of those wet spots out on the roadways. Of course, I'll give you another live view of the radar and that full 7-day forecast coming up in just a few more minutes.
Stephen, thank you so much. So a water emergency could hit Corpus Christi as early as this September.
Yeah, so city leaders met Tuesday to prepare for new restrictions and surcharges. Corpus Christi Water recommends everyone cut their water use by 25%. That includes residents, businesses, and industry. But several questions remain, including how will customers easily monitor their water use?
When's the last time you looked at your usage? We don't. People are busy working, raising children. Our residents must know they have to have some communication. They cannot be asked to purchase a meter reader.
So the City Council will vote on Level 1 water emergency restrictions next week. That first vote happens April 28th. They will vote on more restrictions the following week on May 5th.
As you may know, rain barrels are in high demand in Corpus Christi. The city sold out after selling more than 400 barrels in March. Corpus Christi Water expects 500 new barrels to arrive by Monday. The barrels cost $47 plus tax, and the city manager says they cannot offer a discount. He says the city does not make a profit on the sales, and discounts would cost ratepayers.
So the city of Alice is extending its disaster declaration because of ongoing drought conditions. The mayor first issued the order in mid-April as reservoir levels dropped. The extension allows the city to quickly build a second well for its desal plant. City leaders say that this will ensure that there's enough water for residents and surrounding communities.
Senate Republicans are moving forward with a plan to fund border security. Lawmakers voted Tuesday to debate a $70 billion budget resolution. The money would fund ICE and Border Patrol through the end of the president's term. The Senate could vote on the measure later this week. Republicans hope to send the final bill to the president by Memorial Day.
So the Pentagon is making the flu shot optional for troops. The change is effective immediately. Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth says that the vaccine mandate weakens the military. He calls the requirement overly broad and not rational. The military has required the flu shot since the early 1950s. Well, it is 6:04 on your Wednesday morning, folks. Thank you so much for starting your day with the Hoffmans. We always appreciate it. Coming up, Stephen Jones will have a look at your forecast.
And still ahead on Sunrise, President Trump is extending a ceasefire with Iran. We'll explain what this means for the ongoing naval blockade.
Buck Days continues the tradition of changing lives through education and scholarships with the Port of Corpus Christi Leadership Program, sponsored on Chris 6 by Texas A&M University Corpus Christi.
Welcome back, folks. 6:08 this Wednesday morning. If you're getting ready to head out the door, you might want to listen up.
Yeah, do you need an umbrella? Is this more sandal weather, Hawaiian shirt, rain jacket? What are we looking at, Stephen?
I'd say bring it all as we're heading out for our Earth Day. We are going to be a little bit rainy this morning, but more so not rainy as we're heading into our Wednesday. Unfortunately, those rain chances finally coming to an end for us, but we picked up a decent drink of rainfall over the past 72 hours, so can't complain about that. As we're getting started with those weather headlines, what we're expecting through the rest of the forecast, well, just a few showers that are still lingering this morning, then a pretty partly cloudy and breezy afternoon, what we're heading up to. And as we're looking ahead towards the weekend, those temperatures are rising incrementally each day, even flirting with the 90s this weekend, likely to push into those 90s in areas towards Duval and Jim Wells County. But with winds out of the southeast, we are definitely also noticing that mugginess back in the atmosphere. Dew points are in the 70s, and with those winds out of the southeast, going to remain that way as we're heading into the weekend and early next week. Here's how that Doppler radar is looking right now. Luckily, coverage isn't too bad as we're heading out for our Wednesday morning. Just a couple of stray showers off towards the north of Corpus Christi, working into Refugio County and Refugio itself. Just that light shower activity, but if you are hitting the roadways, just maybe giving yourself a little bit of extra caution isn't too bad of an idea. Of course, here in Corpus Christi, not too much on the radar right now, but can't rule it out as we're heading through the Wednesday morning hours. Here's how it's currently playing out on our future tracker as of right now. You can see the scattered shower activity trying to push into the area. I do think the model overdoing it just a little bit as we're heading into the later morning hours, but with the abundant moisture in our atmosphere, can't rule out just a couple of isolated downpours as we're heading out later this morning and maybe even into the early afternoon. But as we head later into the afternoon, quickly going to be fizzling out there on the radar. You can see just maybe a couple left spots of green out there by the 4 o'clock hour. Mainly going to be dealing with those partly cloudy skies and going to be feeling the mugginess and those warmer temperatures pushing back into the mid 80s. Even more so as we're heading into our Thursday morning, really not looking at any of that lingering shower activity. Could run into just a stray spot of drizzle tomorrow morning, but in terms of meaningful rainfall, looks like it's done in terms of the rest of the 7-day forecast. Looking at our temperatures this morning now with our Chris 6 Neighborhood Weather Network, 74 degrees for the south side on Bent Trail Drive. The cool spot going to be Garden Court and Taylor's Way Court, both coming in at 73 degrees, and pretty similar over there towards Flower Bluff Graham Road, 72. Laguna Shores Road chilling at that 74 degree mark so far this morning. And a little bit inland towards Kingsville, reading 72 degrees for Kingsville, as well as up towards Bishop. Badger Meadowbrook's reporting station right now. And through the next few hours, we will be back on the warm-up as we start to get more pops of sunshine. So let's take a look at the dog walking forecast. If you're heading out, today's star going to be Chanel Cadriel here. She's over from San Patricio County. Says her favorite place to take a walk there around her neighborhood in Portland. And temperatures on the rise, 79 degrees by 11 a.m., pushing into those lower 80s for this early afternoon, but topping out about 85 degrees, I think, for our daytime high. And then as we go through the next few days, continuing that trend, 87 degrees as we're heading into Friday. By the weekend, flirting with that 90-degree mark, and likely to see it for some of our inland counties as we're heading into next week. Even here in Corpus Christi, looking like we'll start it off with some of those daytime highs in the lower 90s, overnight lows into those mid 70s, and unfortunately the rain leaving for the rest of the 7-day forecast.
Thank you, Stephen. President Trump is extending the ceasefire with Iran. The deadline was supposed to expire today. Now, Trump says that the pause will continue until Iranian leaders offer a unified proposal. The American naval blockade of Iran ports does remain in place. Vice President J.D. Vance has not yet traveled to Pakistan for those formal talks.
Now, Scripps News Group Joe St. George joins us live now. Good morning, Joe. So the question is, how long could this ceasefire actually last, and what new pressure is Iran facing today?
We don't know. We do not know if this ceasefire is going to last a few more hours, a few more days, a few more weeks. Everything seems to be a bit frozen here, and what a 24-hour period it was. I mean, 24 hours ago, we thought right now we'd be talking about Vice President Vance in Pakistan, Iran negotiations. But Vice President Vance never even boarded a plane, and there were certainly signals being sent from Iranian state television that these talks weren't going to be that fruitful. Ultimately, the vice president not making the 15-hour give or take journey from Washington to Pakistan. But the ceasefire has been extended. That's the good news here. So we're not seeing U.S. combat operations against Iran, at least not presently. But remember what remains shut down for all intents and purposes: the blockade of the Strait of Hormuz. That remains in place by President Trump. And on the other side, you have Iran this morning reasserting its influence on ships in the Middle East. The Associated Press reporting that 3 ships have been targeted by Iran's military for enforcement violations in recent hours. So this shows you the great tensions that still exist here. What's abundantly clear is that President Trump is going the economic pain route. He's on Truth Social this morning saying that Iran is losing $500 million a day because the Strait of Hormuz is closed. He believes that Iran's economy is collapsing financially. Now, there are independent experts who push back a bit on that, suggesting that Iran isn't as backed into a corner as the president is portraying. But by keeping this blockade in place, the president is making it harder on India, making it harder on China, perhaps resulting in those countries and others picking up a phone, calling Tehran and say, hey, it's time to make a deal. But for the big question mark as to where we go from here, it's just going to be another one of these days where the story seems to change by the hour. Right now we have a ceasefire, but it's unclear for how long.
Yeah, Joe, we're all waiting and watching. Thank you so much for your time today.
Appreciate you staying up to date on this and giving us the very latest. We'll talk to you again very soon. Well, folks, it is 6:15 on your Wednesday morning. Thanks for waking up with us. We appreciate it.
A historic military monument meant for public display has been out of sight for years, but we tracked it down. Coming up on Sunrise, I'll show you what will happen next in this week's Veterans in Focus.
Veterans in Focus, sponsored by the Heil Law Firm. Car wreck? Heil will help.
For the past few years, a lot of you have been asking me the same question, and honestly, it's a good one. Whatever happened to that submarine sale that's supposed to be going up at Sherrill Veterans Memorial Park? We're talking about the USS City of Corpus Christi sale, a project that's been years in the making for the sparkling city by the sea. And if you've been waiting for answers, here's a breakdown of where things stand right now, but let's quickly walk through what's happened. So the submarine was decommissioned back in 2016. Fast forward to 2023, Corpus Christi City Council signs off on a plan to bring the sale here to Corpus Christi. Then in 2024, a major milestone. The 60-ton structure finally arrives. We witness history in the making. But since then, things have kind of slowed down. Originally, the sale was taken to Bay Ltd. with the expectation it would be refurbished there, but that plan didn't pan out.
The original verbal agreement was that Bay would reassemble it. That person unfortunately passed away, and that company searched for internal funding but could not come up with it.
So from there, the project had to pivot. The Submarine Veteran Sea Turtle Base started working to raise money, estimating it would take around $2 million to get the sail fully restored. At that time, they were also trying to answer another big question. Where is this thing even going in the meantime? Well, that answer came in just last week. Our photographer happened to drive by a property owned by the Ed Rochelle Foundation and spotted the sail in storage there. And now there's a new development. The foundation has confirmed it's stepping in to help with the restoration process. Right now, no timelines yet, right?
No timeline yet.
Refurbishment, but at least we're starting to get the ball rolling. It's a really big deal for veterans like Philip Kimbo, a submarine veteran who once oversaw repairs at a submarine base in Connecticut where the city of Corpus Christi was home ported.
37 years later, I'm still going to be responsible for maintenance and upkeep of the memorial sail.
And totally a full circle moment, right?
Exactly.
As this develops, we'll make sure to keep you updated every step of the way. And folks, you can also scan the QR code on your screen. It will take you to our Chris 6 Veterans in Focus page. You can catch up on all the veteran stories I've been working on.
Love to see it.
Now, it is 6:22, your Wednesday morning. Thank you so much for spending your time with us.
We always appreciate it. So the San Antonio Spurs and the Houston Rockets are in the NBA playoffs. We have highlights coming up in sports.
Now, say hello to your neighbors. This is your Chris 6 News Sunrise Shoutouts.
Good morning, Corpus Christi. I just got an incredible surprise. My name is Victoria Smith, and I am with Morelos Elementary. Hello, Chris 6 Sunrise team. We are at Morelos Elementary, and we want to wish all of our neighbors across the coastal bend a great morning and a great day. Have a good one.
We love the happiness, love the energy this morning, Ms. Smith. Also, good morning to Reliant and also the Hooks. We hope you guys have a wonderful day. And if you want to send us your own shout out video, folks, all you have to do is scan the QR code on your screen or head to our website, christv.com. Now it is time to talk sports this morning. It was a tough night for Texas teams in the NBA playoffs.
That's right. Unfortunately, San Antonio Spurs waking up this morning wondering about the health of their superstar center. The Spurs looking to take a 2-0 series lead over the Portland Trailblazers Tuesday night. A scary moment in the second quarter. Victor Wembanyama dives into the rim and takes a tumble, bangs his head on the floor. He would stay down for a minute before getting up and running to the locker room. The San Antonio builds a double-digit lead in the fourth, but the Blazers come back and take the lead with 2 minutes left in the game. Portland stuns the Spurs with a 106-103 win. After the game, the Spurs spoke about Wemby's injury.
You say next man up mentality, but the entire team has to step up because he leaves a big hole in the lineup, both offensively and defensively. And then obviously we don't know how long he's going to be out, but we got to be ready to play without him.
We're wishing him a speedy recovery. San Antonio's head coach says that Wemby suffered a concussion and must have at least 48 hours of recovery. That gives him a chance to play Friday night when the series shifts to Portland for Game 3. If Wemby can't go, the Spurs will look to take a 2-1 series lead without him. Tip-off from the inside of Mata Center is at 9:30.
Out in Los Angeles, the Houston Rockets got Kevin Durant back for Game 2 against LeBron James and the Lakers. 3 players for the Lakers scored at least 20 points in this game, including James' game-high 28. Durant's 23 points, 6 rebounds, and 4 assists aren't enough to overcome LA. Lakers take Game 2 at home 101-94. And the Rockets are now down 2-0 and hope to have better luck on their home court. Game 3 is in Houston on Friday night. Tip-off from the Toyota Center is at 7.
Over at the NHL, the Dallas Stars look to take back home ice tonight when they take on the Minnesota Wild in Game 3 of their Stanley Cup playoff series. The Stars dropped Game 1, but bounced back to win Game 2. The puck drops inside the Grand Casino Arena at 8:30. It is 6:27 on your Wednesday morning. Coming up after the break, Stephen Jones will have a quick look at your forecast.
And recent rain is leaving behind a bumpy ride for drivers. Coming up on Sunrise, we found out why some neighbors are seeing more potholes than others. President Trump extends a ceasefire with Iran. What this means for the ongoing American naval blockade.
And a federal appeals court upholds a Texas state law. Why public school classrooms will now be required to display the 10 Commandments. Hey there, good Wednesday morning, folks. If you're just joining us, you're watching Chris 6 Sunrise and waking up with the Hoffmans today. I'm Brian Hoffman.
And I'm Michelle Hoffman. Folks, we want to prepare you for the day. So let's check in with meteorologist Stephen Jones. He has a look at our very confusing forecast. Good morning.
Well, good morning, you guys, and happy Earth Day as we're heading into it. You know, today is, like you said, a little confusing. This morning, going to want to maybe have that umbrella handy, a few lingering showers around. Going into the afternoon, more of that sunshine is going to make its return to our skies, and temperatures going to be on the rise. We're chasing those mid-80s for daytime highs, but moisture is abundant in the atmosphere, and that's going to be feeling closer to that 90-degree mark for our daytime high. But like you said, let's get our Wednesday morning going as we're heading out there. Have this live radar view for you. Just a few of those lingering showers working into Refugio County now, and Refugio itself, it looks like there along Highway 77. Just some of the light showery activity. Might run into some of those wet roadways out there, but for the most part, most of us remaining dry so far this morning. Temperature-wise, waking up to the 70s across the board. Actually, freer back down to about 69 degrees, but the rest of us back into the 70s. 70 in Beeville, 73 what you're waking up to in Robstown, and that's going to be the same for you waking up in San Diego so far this morning. Through the rest of our Earth Day, though, we're back on the warm-up into the 80s this afternoon. Like I talked about, more of that sunshine coming out as we head later into the afternoon and towards the evening. Winds out of the southeast, though, about 15 to 20 miles an hour, keeping those dew points in the 70s, and definitely going to be noticing it as we're heading out there into the afternoon, evening, and even into tomorrow as those rain chances start to go down. This is really our last chance with some of the isolated activity as we're heading into our Wednesday morning like you saw on the radar. So let's take a view of those current traffic flow maps as we're heading out there today. So far, plenty of my favorite color on the board. If you're hitting the Harbor Bridge to and from Portland this morning, not tracking any of those slowdowns. And so far, same goes for our major roadways here in Corpus Christi, Ocean Drive, SPID, and Saratoga, all coming in the clear, of course, including Crosstown Expressway also. So let's go ahead and take just a slight detour inland. Good morning to neighbors in Kingsville. Looks like all of that green color along the board, and this minor slowdown we did have earlier has since cleared up. So also looking at that good and green morning, but if you do run into any of the wet roadways, just give yourself a little bit extra caution out there. Never a bad idea, of course, but of course also I'll have that live view of the radar for you and the future tracker coming up in our next full 7-day forecast.
Stephen, thank you so much. Iran has fired on 3 ships in the Strait of Hormuz. Iranian media says today's attacks were carried out by Iran's paramilitary Revolutionary Guard. They came after President Donald Trump said the U.S. would indefinitely extend the ceasefire with Iran. But President Trump said the U.S. would continue to blockade Iranian ports, and the attacks reinforce the dangers to traffic in the strait.
So a federal appeals court says that Texas public schools must display the 10 Commandments. The court ruled that the state law evidently does not violate the separation of church and state. The posters will only go up in classrooms if they are donated, though. It's unclear what happens if school districts refuse to comply, but Attorney General Ken Paxton has previously threatened legal action.
One person is dead after drowning in San Antonio floodwaters yesterday. Police say a man drowned in a creek before rescue crews could reach him. The heavy rain prompted dozens of high water rescues, and the weather also forced the self-driving car company Waymo to pause operations for safety.
Corpus Christi police are searching for a man accused of killing an animal with a knife. Now, officers responded to a suspicious persons call on Fort Worth Street yesterday afternoon. Investigators say that the man stabbed the animal and ran away towards Hamlin Drive and Staples Street. Detectives are actively looking for the suspect. They're asking anyone with any information to call up Crime Stoppers. That number is on your screen.
So recent rain is bringing a big problem to some local streets. Neighbors in the Molina neighborhood on the west side say potholes are taking over. Driving down Horn Road is now like an obstacle course. One resident counted more than 24 potholes between Airport Road and Angela. City officials say there is a reason why some areas get hit harder than others.
So older sections of town that have older pavement sections are going to see more potholes than a newer paved area.
The Public Works Department says aging streets and recent rain create the perfect mix for potholes. If you need to report a pothole in your neighborhood, you can call the city's 311 hotline.
So a local food pantry is ready to help if you happen to need groceries. St. Helena Food Pantry is hosting a food distribution event this afternoon. It runs from 1 to 3 over at 7634 Woldridge. The event is drive up only. You do not need to register ahead of time.
And the Coastal Bend Blood Center needs platelet donors. The first 10 donors today will get a free hanging basket to celebrate Earth Day. The plants are from Turner's Garden Land, and the Blood Center is open from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. You can make an appointment online.
So it is 6:35 on your Wednesday morning. Before you head out the door, meteorologist Stephen Jones, look at your forecast to find out if you need that umbrella today.
And still ahead in our 20 minutes of nonstop news, local students are tuning up for the Buck Days Parade. We'll take you inside the rehearsal.
Buck Days continues the tradition of changing lives through education and scholarships with the Port of Corpus Christi Leadership Program, sponsored on Chris 6 by Texas A&M University, Corpus Christi.
A water emergency is looming for Corpus Christi. How much water the city wants you to save and when new restrictions could start.
And many Corpus Christi residents want to track their water use in real time. I found out why smart meters are falling short.
And recent rain is bringing a deadly threat to your doggos. We're going to explain how to protect your pets from heartworm.
Now, 20 minutes of nonstop news, sponsored by Ewald Kubota.
Well, hey there, folks. Good morning. Thank you so much for joining us for our 20 minutes of nonstop news with the Hoffmans. I'm Brian Hoffman. Michelle will be here in just a moment. So a water emergency could hit Corpus Christi by this September. City leaders met Tuesday to prepare for new restrictions and surcharges. Corpus Christi Water recommends that everyone cut their water use by 25%. That includes residents, businesses, and industry. Now, the City Council wants to make it easier for you to track your water use. Mayor Paulette Guajardo says the city must help people monitor their meters.
When's the last time you looked at your usage? We don't. People are busy working, raising children. Our residents must know they have to have some communication. They cannot be asked to purchase a meter reader.
The City Council will vote on level 1 water emergency restrictions next week. That first vote happens April 28th. They will vote on more restrictions the following week on May 5th. So rain barrels are in high demand here in Corpus Christi. The city sold out after selling more than 400 barrels in March. And Corpus Christi Water expects 500 new barrels to arrive by Monday. The barrels cost $47 plus tax. The city manager says they can't offer a discount, though. They say the city does not make a profit on the sales, and discounts would just cost ratepayers.
In the middle of a water shortage, every drop counts. But right now, many customers can't actually see their water use in real time. As you may know, we've been working to get you answers. And this week, one viewer's question takes a look at why.
Persons from the community can contact Chris 6 to get us questions that can be answered in this media brief. So we appreciate you doing that.
This week, I looked into this question sent to us by a Chris 6 viewer who asked to remain anonymous. They wanted to know about smart meters and why city water customers don't get real-time data to help track usage and conserve water. So we brought that question to City Manager Peter Zanoni. And right now, the answer isn't entirely clear.
I don't have the exact answer, except I can say this, that the smart meters aren't as smart as they could be.
What that likely means, those meters don't constantly transmit data. Instead, they send updates in intervals, so every few hours or even once a day.
The data is it's dated.
While there's no clear timeline for changes, it's something city leaders say they need to improve. In the meantime, Zanoni points to another option for at-home monitoring. He mentioned the Flume Smart Home Water Monitor. It comes with an upfront cost, but he says it's helped his own family avoid wasting water.
Without having that, with a family of kids and a wife, that can lead to water running, toilets running, that type of thing, we would have wasted a lot of water.
Now, folks, as water concerns grow, we'll make sure to continue answering your questions. So if you have one, make sure you send us a message. In addition, you can find more answers to your questions about the water shortage on our website. Just scan the QR code on your screen right now, and it will take you straight to our Running Dry section. You could read my full story there.
Well, good Wednesday morning and happy Earth Day there, Coastal Bend. Taking a look through our Coastal Bend Weather Watchers group over the past few days, we had some of that good rain and definitely saw some good shots in there. Thank you to Pablo Davila for sending this one in. This was over there from Fremont, Texas, and had one of those rain showers in view, not quite over Fremont itself, saying needs some more, and that is definitely the emotions for all of us as we're heading through the rest of the week as those rain chances go down and temperatures are getting ready to rise. Either way, if you do see any of the stray showers like this morning, go ahead, take a quick picture. Might also find yours featured on one of our broadcasts. As we're looking at those rainfall totals from yesterday, looking at with our Chris 6 neighborhood weather network, closer to Lake Corpus Christi, not quite as much as we saw on Monday, but we still picked up 0.2 of an inch there on the south side of the lake, over 1/4 of an inch there from our County Road 803 reporting station. As we work just slightly off to the north, Beeville, also reading about 1/4 of an inch there on the Hilltop Road reporting station. And as we work just slightly to the left now, George West coming in from Live Oak County, almost at that 1/4 of an inch mark. So like I said, not quite as much as what we picked up on Monday, or definitely not into our Sunday, but we still have a few of those lingering showers out there on the radar. Right now, the main portion of them working in towards Refugio County and Refugio itself, it looks like overhead, just the light showery activity. Only those greens on the radar is what we're showing up for right now, but could still see some of those wet roadways, so always a good idea to give yourself some extra time as we're heading out this morning. Here's how the current future tracker is playing out. Still just the scattered shower development. I think it's overdoing it slightly, but it gets the idea across that we could still see 1 or 2 downpours because we do have the abundant moisture in our atmosphere, but you can see how the model wants to put a pretty decent thunderstorm out there. I don't think we're going to quite see that strong of a cell develop, but still the scattered shower activity is around for this Wednesday morning before it really starts to dry up as we're heading into the afternoon. By 4 o'clock, looking at more of those partly cloudy skies, mid-80s here in Corpus Christi, and pretty similar out to the west there in Alice as well as towards Duval County. Going into our Thursday morning tomorrow, we still have a lot of the cloud cover around, but not even looking as likely to get any of that drizzle out there. Maybe just drizzle, but not some of the light showers that we're seeing this morning. Still, it's just going to continue this trend of less and less rainfall as we're heading through the work week ahead. So those current temperatures we're waking up to about 70 degrees on the money in Beeville this Wednesday morning, 72 here in Corpus Christi with 71 degrees for Alice. San Diego coming in also at that 72 degree mark though. And as we're heading out for the bus stop forecast, like we talked about, a few showers potentially this morning. As we're heading into the afternoon, it looks to dry up and warm up. 83 degrees by 3 p.m., about 85 for our daytime high here in Corpus Christi, and pretty similar for areas out to the west towards Jim Wells and Duval County, chasing 84 degrees in Alice, 86 your daytime high for Freer and Hebronville, with Refugio one of the cooler spots on the board coming in at that 80 degree mark, and maybe even the upper 70s if you find yourself in Port Aransas later today. Now through the next few days, this trend continues of rain chances on the decline, temperatures on the incline for us as we're heading into the weekend. By Sunday into Monday, looks like we're flirting with those 90s and looking more and more likely for us as we're getting ready to kick off next week that we will be starting it off in those lower 90s for our daytime highs. Here's how the rain chances are currently playing out. So only the isolated activity this morning like we talked about. And then we're going through the next few days. Can't rule out just a 10% chance of a stray shower showing up. But in terms of meaningful rainfall, looking like that's over in terms of the 7-day forecast. So hopefully we start to see some better numbers on the drought monitor that's coming out as we go into tomorrow morning. We'll see how those shades are really shaping up with the recent rainfall we got over the Sunday, Monday timeframe, because it reads it up until about Tuesday morning at 8 a.m. Now as we're going through the 7-day forecast, still a few showers today, then we're drying up. Tomorrow and Friday, we're back into those mid and upper 80s. By the weekend, we could already be in around that 90 degree mark here in Corpus Christi. Right now, I'm forecasting 88 and 89 degrees, so go ahead and make those weekend plans. And as we're getting ready to kick off next week, we're back into those lower 90s, feeling a little bit more like summer.
I'm your neighborhood news reporter, Jacob Daniels, and we've gotten a lot of rain this week. And all that rain leads to standing water like this. And that standing water is breeding grounds for mosquitoes, and those mosquitoes can give your dogs heartworm. I spoke with some local experts on what you can do to prevent this. Heartworm is a serious and potentially fatal disease in dogs. And after a rainy week like this one, all that stagnant water across Corpus means mosquitoes could be on the rise. I spoke with one local vet who says the connection is simple.
The more rain we have, the more mosquitoes we have, the more mosquitoes we have, the more heartworms we have. So it's a simple formula.
And here in Corpus Christi, the numbers are alarming.
Heartworm prevention might end up costing you about $7 to $10 a month. Treatment is thousands of dollars. So I always tell people it's cheaper to prevent than it is to treat it. So you definitely want to treat it.
And if you have standing water in your yard, or maybe you're worried about your rain barrel, there's an easy fix for that. And something as simple as these mosquito dunks dropped into any standing water in your yard can prevent that larva from forming. And if your dog already has heartworm, the treatment is no easy road.
And we have to put them on medication, and then they're on the antibiotics, and then 60 days later is when we start the injections, which are tough because your animal's going to have to be on pretty much cage rest or very restricted activity for months.
But Bugaj says the easiest way to avoid all that is to think ahead.
If you're going to live in South Texas, you need to have your dogs checked for heartworms and be on some sort of preventative.
Experts say those mosquitoes aren't going anywhere, so make sure to check your yard and talk to your vet about how you can keep your pets safe. Reporting on the South Side, Jacob Daniels, Chris 6 News.
All right, folks, if you're waking up in Rockport this morning, you might have noticed some of your neighbors gearing up for a big event this weekend. And now, being the Hoffmans show you fun events each and every week, this one is right up our alley. This one's focused on health and wellness. Local health professionals are teaming up for a free community wellness event. It takes place over at the Rockport Center for the Arts. Families and kiddos of all ages explore new ways to live healthier. The day starts with a welcome celebration. Get moving with a 5K and a 1-mile fun run. The schedule is packed with classes for all skill levels. You can try Zumba, yoga, pickleball, Pilates. There's also ways to slow down and relax. You can enjoy a rooftop sound bath or get a chair massage. Visitors can browse the expo hall and farmers market. You can even meet local doctors, therapists, and health vendors. There's also cooking classes to help make meal prep easy. Guests can finish the day with music and light bites in the sculpture garden. Organizers want to bring the community together in a fun and welcoming environment.
How exciting. You know what else is exciting? We're just days away from the 88th annual Buck Days Parade. Moody High School is one of the bands you'll see Saturday night.
Should be a fun night, too. We had a chance to hear them practice for the big day. Take a look.
And 1, and 2, and nice and strong, everybody,
multitasking, that's all we do. We prepare these our students all year long to get them going, and of course our alumni, they've done it before, so they'll get that and they'll get that taken care of. So it's all fun and excitement for the kids to have.
I'm proud to say that for the 4 years that we're doing it this year, it's great. It's awesome. We're encouraging others. We're encouraging the youth to come out here and play and just have fun. I know some of us still have it, and as long as we can still, keep on playing, keep on performing, we're going to keep on doing it for the years to come.
Definitely, we want to tell everybody thank you so much for supporting our program, and we would love to definitely have you here, enjoy our performance, and enjoy the fun and excitement that we will be bringing you from the award-winning Mighty Trojan Band.
Thank you so much, guys. Sounded great. And if you can't make the parade in person, we've got you covered. We're broadcasting Buck Days Rally Night Parade right here on Chris 6. The stadium show starts this Saturday at 7 p.m. Parade runs from 8 to 10. Chief Meteorologist Stephanie Lauber and Claire Benitez Cortez are going to host the event.
And we'll be on the streets on the parade float. Speaking of, prepare for major road closures if you're driving downtown this weekend. Several streets will shut down for the parade on Saturday. The closures run from 4 in the afternoon until 10 at night. The routes include Leopard Street and Schatzel Street. It also includes a large section of Shoreline Boulevard. You can find a full list of closures on our website, christv.com.
Now, 6 things to know before you go.
All right, starting off this list, Iran has fired on 3 ships in the Strait of Hormuz. That's according to Iranian media. Today's attacks were carried out by Iran's paramilitary Revolutionary Guard. Now, they came after President Trump said that the U.S. would indefinitely extend the ceasefire with Iran. Trump said the U.S. would continue to blockade Iranian ports, and the attacks reinforced the dangers to traffic in this strait.
A 16-year-old accused of killing his stepsister on a Carnival cruise ship is heading to court. Prosecutors say he sexually assaulted 18-year-old Anna Kepner before killing her. The attack happened while the ship was headed to Miami. The teen is charged with first-degree murder and aggravated sexual abuse. He could face life in prison.
The man accused of planting pipe bombs in Washington, D.C. is due for a status hearing. Brian Cole Jr. is accused of placing explosives near the Republican and Democratic National Committee headquarters. This happened on the night of the January 6th attack on the Capitol. Cole has pleaded not guilty.
The Pentagon is making the flu shot optional for troops. The change is effective immediately. Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth says the vaccine mandate weakens the military. He calls the requirement overly broad and not rational. The military has required the flu shot since the early 1950s.
Red Lobster is bringing back its endless shrimp promotion. Financial analysts do say that deal was a factor in the chain's bankruptcy 2 years ago. Executives, however, say they are managing it differently this time around. The deal will now be a limited time promotion. The chain is also raising the price to $25.
Bubba's 33 is helping protect bald eagles for Earth Day. The restaurant is donating all of its profits today to the American Eagle Foundation. This is their second year partnering with the nonprofit, and you can find them on SPID near Greenwood.
Well, it is time, folks. We're going to be checking in one last time on the roadways, plus a little bit of the weather with meteorologist Stephen Jones.
Yeah, how's it looking today?
Well, good morning, you guys. Happy Earth Day, of course. So far, not too bad. We still have a few lingering showers out there on the radar. Most of our roadways coming in for the most part clear as we're heading out this morning. Looking at those sky cams and everything, so far haven't seen too many of the wet roadways, and the radar showing you just a few of those showers out there as we're heading out this morning. Let's go ahead and take a quick view of those traffic maps as we're heading out for our Wednesday morning. Plenty of green flow is so far what we've been experiencing. You can see on the Harbor Bridge to and from Portland, just been good and green flow, not tracking any of those major slowdowns. For our major roadways here in Corpus Christi, more of the same. Ocean Drive, SPID, and Saratoga all coming in the clear. So let's go ahead and take just a little detour inland. Good morning to neighbors in Kingsville. You're also shaping up pretty good this morning, but if you do run into one of those wet roadways, just give yourself a little bit of extra caution as you're heading out today, because on the radar, like we saw, we still have a few of them out there. So let's get into your forecast now as we're heading through our Wednesday morning. Back to that radar view, you could still see the scattered shower activity to the north of Corpus Christi, mainly working in towards Refugio County, and Refugio itself even have a couple yellows showing up on the radar, so maybe a quick shower passing through about the next 10 to 15 minutes, but the rest of the radar, really not too bad as we're heading out there. Temperature-wise, we're waking up to the 70s almost across the board, 73 in Robstown, 72 here in Corpus Christi, the cool spot. Freer coming in at that 69-degree mark, but as we're rolling through the rest of our Earth Day, we're back on the warm-up as those rain chances go down. We'll start to see the sunshine coming back out into the afternoon, chasing 85 degrees for our daytime high with winds out of the southeast. It's keeping the humidity in the atmosphere, so something you're going to notice as we're heading through today and really through the rest of our 7-day forecast. Getting into that 7-day forecast now, today's the last day for those rain chances before we start to warm up incrementally pretty much each day. We're going to be back into the upper 80s and flirting with that 90-degree mark this weekend, and it's looking more and more likely as we head into next week. We'll be starting it off in those lower 90s.
Stephen, thank you so much. A big score in Connecticut. A bear cam on a bear's collar captured the animal's point of view while ruffling through someone's back porch looking for food. Eventually, it hits the jackpot in a bag of Doritos and promptly grabs it. The State Department of Energy and Environmental Protection, or DEEP, set up the bear cams. Connecticut reported more than 12,000 bear-human interactions last year. Several towns have already topped 100 such interactions this year. Oh, they're so cute, though. And to be honest, fair game. They left the Doritos outside.
Yeah, exactly. You know, back in Reno, we had a lot of bear, not attacks, but definitely interactions. They would always go to Lake Tahoe and, you know, lounge out on the beach, take a dip.
So cute.
When I went camping once, we had left a cooler outside of our tent, and we heard it just tear it apart, wake up the next morning, and yeah, it was just all over. Left a tooth for us, too.
I bumped into one who was sleeping under stairs. I took a photo, and he looked at me, and we made eye contact, and he said, too small.
Okay, I don't have any such experiences myself, but we'll see what the future holds. Hopefully not.
Right, exactly. Well, thank you so much, Stephen. Thank you, folks at home. We'll be back with you more news from your neighborhood, but until then, we're the Sunrise Crew, and you're amazing.